So this is a look that I made for my Libra Zodiac Whimsy Forge project. I start out with the headpiece and the earrings. I'm starting with this balancing scale, this cute little mini balancing scale. And what that allowed me to do was it allowed me to have little balancers as the actual earrings. So what I also did here was I went ahead and glued the balancing scale weight pieces that came with it, and I just made that even so that both sides of the ears would have even weights. And then the next thing that I went into was I used this zip tie method I found online, where you basically just take a headpiece, a headband, and you add zip ties to it. So you just zip tie several zip ties along that edge. You can make it as full or as short as you want to, and then once you have them all on there, what I did was, just so that they wouldn't fall off, I put a little glob of super glue on the ends, and then I also did the same thing later on when I attached the chain so that the chain couldn't come off from the top. Next thing I did was I went ahead and took some cutters and I started stylizing, and I did make little marks on each of these zip ties to kind of guesstimate where I wanted things to be cut, but a lot of it was just going off of my original drawing of what I wanted for the headpiece, and I just wanted a couple spots where it was really long for some star pieces to go, and then the rest of it be pretty short. So that was what I was going for. See that in order to get the other side clipped the same exact lengths as the first side I did, I just made little dot patterns and laid it down on that outline to just get a good estimation of where each spot needed to be clipped on that other side. Here you can see that I'm super gluing the stars onto this headpiece. I was kind of testing out this other star, and then I realized I really liked that for the actual chain piece, so I went ahead and used that for the chain piece. And I just measured out what the chains looked like, how long it needed to be on the head, and then I used 2 chain pieces to wrap around on either end, and then super glued them into security. So I secured them with super glue. Then I went ahead and I spray painted it all in this gold metallic spray paint. And I went ahead and made sure that I spray painted from the side as well, so that I had none of that plastic color showing, and it was all very gold and shiny. And here you can see what the finished look is. My earrings, I added 2 dangles on either side with just 2 star charms, just to give it a little bit more oomph when shown in the fashion show. The choker you see in the final images here is something I will be putting out another video for. And then you can see the finished headpiece here with that very gold metallic sheen. Overall, very happy with how these turned out. And again, I'll be doing a couple other videos on how I've made this. And yeah, until next time.